Nobody knows the rest of the story. We're going to get into more of that next week as we go into uh, uh, Resurrection Day and what happened after Resurrection Day, the 40 days over to and but I want to look at it a different way. I want to give you something to look at a different way. See, I'm a baseball fan, and in honor of opening day, and I want to move you from that gloom of Good Friday to Easter Sunday or Resurrection Sunday on a lighter side. Okay, so bear with me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna tell the story this way. Clearly, it was the bottom of the ninth inning. The home team was down 3 runs. There are 2 outs. Their best players dead. Strike one. 2 outs. The next batter has strike one. And, the leader's dead. Strike one. The movement is crushed. Strike two. The Devil's winding up for that devastating last pitch. The Pharisees and the Sadducees rise to their feet. It was about the ninth hour, 3 p.m. But before the devil could throw that pitch, the sun was blackened. They wondered, is this an eclipse? What's going on? The sun is darkened. Day seemed to turn into night. The devil didn't let that bother him. He wound up and he threw the pitch anyway, even though he could barely see. And what happened? He hits that batter. He hits the batter with the ball. And that batter goes first base. Man on. That's all right. We got 2 outs. So he says, I'm going to take care of this. He tries to calm down, throws the next pitch, hits that guy also. 2 men on. Okay, he's rattled now. But cocky as ever. He throws and hits that third batter also. Bases loaded. But at this time, during all this time, part of the reason he's hitting them is because it's getting darker and darker and darker and thicker. And the umpire says, okay, we're going to suspend this game till it's too dark. But it can't be rescheduled until early on the day after tomorrow. Early in the morning on the day after tomorrow. So they had to wait. And that day was Saturday. And it was a silent Saturday because nobody could do anything. And people were at the point where they said, hey, this thing is over. And I don't even know why we playing this out. However, that Sunday morning, the game resumed. The game resumed at the appointed time. The devil was warming up on the mound. The runners took their bases. However, at the last possible minute, the manager of the home team called for a pinch hitter. And that pinch hitter stepped to the plate. He had a bat in one hand and a breadstick in the other. No one recognized him, and he did not look like much of a player. In fact, he looked like he'd been hit by a Mack truck. Strike one. The batter never even offered at it. Strike two. He didn't offer at it again. Everyone was waiting for that inevitable third strike, ending all their hopes and all their aspirations. The devil threw it, and as it left his hand, it looked like fire, and it smelled like brimstone. But before that pitch was thrown, the batter broke that breadstick. And suddenly there was a bright light, but it didn't seem to be coming from the sun. It was like somebody suddenly said, let there be light. However, they were shocked to see that the light was coming from the batter. It appeared that all this happened after he broke that bread. And that light later became known as the light of truth. And they remembered the prophecies and realized it was the Son of Man at the plate with the light who had taught them that victory had already been won. The devil realized it almost immediately, but it was too late. The pitch had already been thrown. The sound of the bat hitting the ball was deafening, so as to wake the dead, shock the living, and resonate through the future. Talk about the Big Bang Theory. The gloom of Friday had turned into the victory on that early Sunday morning. 4 runs scored. The victory was indeed theirs. The victory resurrected their spirits And they forever called that day Resurrection Day, Sunday. I hope that was a little light.
So that's the baseball story of
That's the baseball story.
Of Good Friday
And
to
they all shouted.
Resurrection Sunday.
And they all shouted, "Amen." Good way to end it up.
Yeah, and then Sister Michelle liked your baseball analogy.
Sure. Now, basically, understand that what I'm trying to do, or